Welcome back, 77 WABC. It's Above and Beyond with Laura Smith, the new show that takes you there with the best psychics, mediums, and transformational guests. Hope you're enjoying the show. And if by any means you would like to hear it again, the podcast is up. We do have a show page on WABCradio.com if you get read and you want to hear it again, or if you'd like to see what we look like. Zenobia is looking gorgeous and fabulous, and I'm in my T-shirt without my lipstick, but that's okay. You can find us on YouTube at Above and Beyond with Laura Smith. So good to be with you today. Going back to the phones from Zenobia is in the house, Zenobia Kay, and she is a card reader and a tarot, and just a regular psychic without the cards as she's doing tonight, and does all sorts of wonderful different arts. But I've known her for about 8 to 10 years and have had countless readings with her, and she is extraordinary. And if I could tell you, sometimes people go, well, how do you know if they're right, if it hasn't happened? Well, I've had stuff that she has told me was going to happen. For example, in a long time ago with a relationship, she said, the person's going to come back in 4 years and he's going to want to be in your life, so forth and so on. And I was like, at the time, I said, no, that's never going to happen. Well, sure enough, 4 years later, there it was. So she's really terrific. She's accurate and very so intelligent, and really guides you and also supports you and nurtures your spirit. That's what I get from you, Zenobia. That's what I've always loved that about you.
Thank you.
And you have a great sense of humor, and you always make people, I just always feel better after having a reading with you.
Thank you.
So again, if you'd like to reach Zenobia for a private reading, she is so accessible, and her email again is zenobiakay@aol.com, and it's ZenobiaKay, like the middle name Kay. So ZenobiaKay@aol.com. All right, back to the phones we go. We're going to go to Pauline in Queens, New York. Hi there, Pauline. What's your question for Zenobia?
Yes, I'd like to know, okay, I have a relationship that I need to end. Is this the year? And for some reason, a lot of, like you just mentioned, like past people, I'm sort of like reestablishing things, but maybe in a different way, not like renewing the relationship, but changing it in a business way. And then I feel like there's somebody, once I do this ending of this relationship I'm currently in, that I feel that there's somebody supposed to come back in my life now. Can she verify any of what I'm saying, or am I crazy?
No, it's fine. I can verify for you. Number one, because it's funny. It looks like, from what I'm seeing, the first relationship that you were talking about that you need to end, but you want to change it.
That one I don't have to change.
Okay, you just want to end.
He's the father of my child. Yeah, so he has to be in my life no matter what.
Well, I was going to say, I don't see you. I don't see that ending.
No, don't say that. Oh,
yeah.
You mean not ending? Well, I'm talking about legally ending. Legally.
Okay, well, all right, so if we're going to look at it that way, number one, it looks like this year it's going to be very difficult to make that happen.
Oh, great.
I know. It's challenging. You can get through it, but you definitely have to take things into your own hands.
Got it.
To speed the matter up.
Yes, I know. I'm the one who has to initiate everything.
Yes, like immediately, if not sooner. Because otherwise, I don't think it's going to happen.
I know. I've been cursed with that one. Everybody's telling me that's not going to happen. And I want it to happen, but I haven't, put my, energy into it. So let it go.
Yes. And you were asking about someone new?
No, actually a lot of old
from the past.
And there's one in particular, I feel that if I did do this finally, that person will be back in my life, and that was the one I was meant to have, I believe. I don't know.
Well, I mean, from what I see, the timing's still not right for you.
Okay.
No, unfortunately. It can happen, but probably not until winter time. Like when it feels very cold.
That's fine. That's exactly when I met the person.
Yeah.
It just works out nicely.
You have an anniversary of when you met the person?
Yeah.
That's when you'll get back together again.
Okay.
That's sweet.
But the other two relationships, I had unfinished business. It's going to turn into, I believe, can you verify if it's going to be business? I have two other, no? Oh, my goodness.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
no.
Thank you.
All right, Pauline. Boy, you got a lot of bang for your buck there, my dear. All the best to you. Zenobia Kay is giving you readings right now on Above and Beyond with Laura Smith. We go to Bill in Hamilton, New Jersey. Hi, Bill.
Hi, how you doing?
What's your question, my friend?
Well, I was just wondering if I could get a reading on my basic, where I'm heading spiritually.
Oh, okay. It feels like you're going in the right direction, but it's funny. From what I'm getting, it looks like you need to take a little more time to. It feels like meditation, but it's not quite meditation. So it can even be prayer, but it looks like you need to take some more time and work on your spiritual, how should I say it? Like your pursuits, you need to work on those individually. It, like, from what I'm feeling, it looks like you are able to go further when you're by yourself than in a group setting. Does that help you?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, that if you stick to that route and then from what I'm feeling, it looks like you can accomplish a lot within this year. And it feels like I see a lot of spiritual growth for you.
Now, how about astrological and spirituality? Does that intertwine?
Well, I'm not an astrologer in any sense because I look at that as more of an exact
That's a science, yes.
Yeah.
And I will have some top astrologers on, Bill. So when I do, you by all means call back then. Thank you so much. Thanks for calling. Jody in Staten Island, what's your question for Zenobia?
Yes, good evening, Zenobia. Thank you for taking my call. I was just wondering, I'm in a position now at work, and I've been looking to leave for a while, and I just wanted to know if you see me leaving for another position.
Yes, I definitely see you leaving, but it looks like before you're able to leave, there's still some more things that you need to do in the position that you're in now. They feel like short-term accomplishments. There's when I look down at my desk and I think about you at work or at this desk, there's a lot of stuff on covering the desk. Like, you still have a lot of projects that are underway. You need to close those out. And if you close those out and complete those, then you'll be able to move on.
Well, do you see me in 3 months, 6 months?
It depends on how soon you can get rid of all that paperwork, because that looks like it's covering the date. Like, in my head, I can see a calendar, and there's a date that you have in mind, but you have to clear those things before you can move forward. So if you do that, I think it'll actually be, I feel 8 months maybe, because it feels like you can't do everything on your own. Like, there's some other people that you need to work with to complete the projects.
Oh.
But as soon as you close those out, yes, you can definitely move.
Okay. And also, really, really quick, I would appreciate it. My son, I'd like to know if he is going to advance in his position, if you could tell me, or should he move on
at
to
his
another
job?
company? Yes.
Yeah, he will be allowed to advance, but it doesn't look like he won't be that happy with the money. It looks like it's more of an increase in a title. Like, it's a title change, but I don't see a huge salary increase.
So do you feel that he should stay in the company or look further?
He should look. He should look for something else.
He should look for something else in the same field.
Yeah.
Right. Jody, thanks so much. We got a couple questions in there, but thank you. Sorry. April in Long Island.
Oh, yes. Hi. How are
Hi.
you?
Good. What's your question?
I actually have a couple of questions. I hope I'm coming in clear.
But
the first is I would like to know about my love life and, having children.
Okay. Well, you know what? I think I can answer that in one answer, because I want to make sure that we try and help as many people as possible. But from what I'm seeing, yeah, I definitely see children in your future, too. And it looks like with love life, though, from what I'm seeing, it looks like there's a relationship, but it doesn't look like it's as strong as it could be. So if what you're really interested in is having a more fulfilling love relationship, and bringing those children into it or creating those children, I think you need to reevaluate that situation. It looks like there's a better relationship coming along that would be more suited for your lifestyle.
Okay. A relationship now. So that's what I was wondering, if there's somebody coming in my life.
There's somebody new coming, from what I'm seeing.
And that's a positive.
Yes.
A positive.
Yeah. It looks like
wonderful.
you'll be very happy.
And just one really quick thing. My current status, like where I'm working now, employment, Do you see me staying there, or do you see me moving
No,
on?
you should. From what I see, you should move on, because it looks like if what you are trying to do is switch your focus more to family and relationship, you do that more easily at another company.
All right, April, thank you so much. All right, everybody. The people jumping in with more than one question, naughty, but that's okay. That just means that they want to hear more from you. So I really highly, highly, highly recommend getting a reading with Zenobia. And you can reach her by emailing her, because she's getting a website made as we speak. But her email address is ZenobiaKay@AOL.com. And Zenobia is ZENOBIA. And Kay is her middle name, Kay. So Zenobia Kay at AOL.com. We're taking your phone calls because this is the program called Above and Beyond with Laura Smith. So grateful to have our resident. Every week we have a different intuitive here to take your calls and give you readings. And it's a gift. And I'm always super grateful and so happy to have Zenobia back after many years of working together. So on that note, we do have another segment to go and more phone calls to take. So we'll be right back on Above and Beyond with Laura Smith. Don't go away.